Hello and welcome back to another video. Today is another day that I am filming the video late at night. It is like 9:30 p.m. So just forewarning, I will probably be very rambly in this video and not make much sense. So I apologize in advance for that. But today was just like one of those days where I was just really kind of avoiding doing the things that I kind of didn't want to do, or maybe take a little bit more effort, or just maybe I'm a little bit scared to do, like filming the video. I kind of was finding things around the house to do that, like, I can use this as an excuse to not start on my video or just start doing other things. Like, I really worked on my birthday party decorations a lot today, which I really did want to get done, but I also could have done some other stuff instead of just focusing on that. So I do notice that when I have a goal for the day of doing something that I don't normally do, I think that I can kind of put it off and say, like, oh, I gotta wash the dishes first. Oh my God, what was that? That was really weird. I don't know what that was, but that was kind of weird. Um, but I'll see what that was maybe when I'm editing the video. But it was like a flash of light. I don't know if you saw that, but if not, whatever. But yeah, I noticed that when I have something different or like special that I want to do during the day, or like just like something bigger, and it doesn't necessarily mean that it takes a lot more effort, or it's a crazy task or something, but it just like is bigger in my mind. Maybe I put a little bit more pressure on it, or um I just have been avoiding it for so long, so it just feels a lot bigger in my head. And I think that I just do that. Like, when I have to do it during the day, I will say, like, no, let me go wash the dishes first, or I need to take a shower first and get ready. Or I just come up with a bunch of different things that I need to get done first before I can accomplish that task. And I think that's just so that I can continue pushing it off and continue, like, yeah, just pushing it off for as long as I can. And I don't know why I do that. I have been trying to do like the hard things earlier in the day. Like last week, I did a really good job at filming my videos first thing in the morning. And if I didn't film it first thing in the morning, it was because I really had something else I really needed to do. But for me, filming videos and like putting myself online has been one of the biggest blocks that I have. So it's one of the hardest things, like, to me in my head, that I have to do during the day. So I noticed that today and yesterday, and even like a little bit late last week or like during the weekend, I just kind of noticed myself being like, nah, I'll do it later. Like, I can do it before bed. Like, as long as I get it done before midnight, I'll be fine. And even when I posted my vlog, I posted it at like 1:30 a.m. because I was like, okay, I don't really want to film a video today, so I'm just gonna edit together all my vlog footage so that I don't have to edit a video, and this will be easier for me. But it ended up taking me like 8 hours to edit. So I stayed up really late and posted it. And then, like, the next day, I kind of just threw off my routine. So I don't know if it's because I am feeling a little burnt out, but I don't really think that's what it is, because I still feel like excitement to look at my channel and like come up with new ideas that I want to talk about. But I think maybe I'm noticing that the views or the quality of stuff that I'm putting out is kind of affecting me. Like, I feel like I'm not doing good enough job and like dedicating enough time to it. I feel like being just sitting down and randomly talking is not good enough. It feels like I am not putting in the effort that I want to put in, even though I am trying to remember that this practice of me coming on here and chatting every day for 30 minutes, or not 30 minutes, that's crazy, but chatting on here every day for 30 days consistently is not in order to grow necessarily, like reach a big audience or like blow up on YouTube, but it's really just to get me more comfortable sitting down with the camera regularly, get me more comfortable like thinking out loud, and um just coming up with thoughts on the spot instead of thinking that I need to pre-script everything out. But I am kind of struggling with it. I think it's because it's like I'm hit that 2 week mark. So today I've officially hit 2 weeks. Well, this is day 15, so I've already done 2 weeks. But It just feels like maybe I've been doing it for 2 weeks, so I'm getting a little bit not bored with it, but like it's feeling like a little like I'm doing the same thing every day. So I think once I finish up with this 30-day practice, I am actually getting really excited to, I've planned out like videos that I want to really put more effort into and have like a set schedule. Instead of doing it every day, I can maybe post 2 or 3 times a week and actually take a little bit more time with those videos. And I think that might help me, but getting through these 30 days, I am finding, at least today, has been a little bit of a struggle. So, I'm trying to figure out why that is. I don't know if it's because there are so many other things going on in my life that I have been focusing on other things, and it's like it takes so much energy out of me that when I go down to film the video, I'm like, ugh, I'm so tired. I don't even want to do it. And I think that's kind of what happened to me today. It was just like, ugh, like I've already put it off for so long. Maybe I don't post a video today. But I was like, no, I do want to continue showing up for myself and showing up for my channel and just like making this a habit of even if I don't want to do it, I'm still going to do it anyways because I set out this goal for myself and I want to not break that promise to myself. And that is definitely another big thing that this whole practice is kind of helping me through is just like, whoa, like, just like learning to trust myself again, because I think for so long I've gone without being able to trust myself because I would say that I'm going to do all these things and then I would just never do it. Or I'd figure out an excuse why I can't start it yet and I have to wait till later. And I did that for a really long time, and I still kind of do that sometimes. Like, I say that I'm going to get up early in the morning and then I snooze my alarms. That is an instance where I'm kind of showing myself that no, I can't trust myself with that because I say I'm going to do it, but then I don't follow through. So, for me posting online and showing up in these videos, I really am trying to just do it, even if I don't want to do it, or even if I don't think that whatever I put out is going to be good enough. For now, I don't want to put too much pressure on like making the videos be really amazing. I just want to be able to show up and post. And as long as I do that, I should be good. But for some reason, it just feels like no matter what I do, I'm kind of feeling like guilty about it. Like, even if I am showing up today and filming this video, I'm feeling guilty that I waited until the end of the day and I really didn't put any thought into it. I didn't really come up with any things to talk about. I'm just kind of sitting here rambling and trying to talk, trying to think of things that I can talk about. But I don't know. I don't know why I put that pressure on myself to go above and beyond. I think it's just from being like an overachiever in school and just like feeling like I can only have value if I put something good out or if I do something that is worth praising. Then that's the only way that I'm worth like listening to or worth being around. So definitely we got a lot up there that we're trying to work on, but me just showing up is hopefully showing myself that I can trust myself with this, and I am working to rebuild that trust. So it's like, it's kind of like I'm healing the relationship with myself. Like, if you were to ever have a relationship where they are saying all these things that they're going to do, they're going to change themselves and they're going to do all these things, and then they just continue repeating the pattern, usually you would just leave them. You would leave them and say, this person's not going to change for me and I deserve better. And I don't want to put myself in that situation with myself, if that makes sense. I don't want to just be so frustrated that I say I'm going to do all these things and then I don't do it or I don't change. But I can't leave myself. I'm going to be stuck with myself for the rest of my life. So I want to be able to be the one to make the change and be the one to follow through on what I say I'm going to do. So, I was kind of thinking about, well, actually, I was watching a Titanic kind of documentary. It's like on Hulu. I forgot what it's called, but they use like the things that people from the Titanic who survived wrote, and they kind of reenact it with actors. But the actors are like reading the letters in kind of a way while they're doing like the what's it called when they reenactment, And so I really thought it was interesting. But when I was watching the Titanic, I guess there was also an issue with the Titanic about the captain not wanting to admit how bad the situation was to the crew and to the passengers. And that was why a lot of the lifeboats got filled like half empty in the beginning, and why there was so much chaos and why so many people died. I mean, I'm sure there were so many other things to add to that, but it was just crazy how that was kind of a similar situation to the cruise ship accident that I talked about in one of my earlier videos, how the captain just like didn't want to admit that he messed up and hit an iceberg, and they need help and he can't fix it himself. So I think that's just crazy that people can let their egos really get in the way of really big things. And I think that I do the same thing in a way, and not not the same way where I am causing millions of lives, or like, yeah, I don't have responsibility of thousands of lives. So but what I mean where I say like I kind of let my ego get in the way and prevent me from moving forward or prevent better things from happening is like when I was first starting out filming my videos, I would rewatch them, and like I still do now. I still watch my videos, or like if I am scrolling on TikTok and one of my TikToks pops up, I'm like, ooh, oh my God, I'm triggered. I get like really cringe, and then I feel really embarrassed, and I feel like, oh my God, other people are seeing this and other people are going to think that it's so embarrassing. I should just stop and I shouldn't keep going because it really is cringe and it really is embarrassing. But that's just my ego being like, I want to be seen as cool and mysterious, and I want people to think I'm cool, and I want people to not think that I'm cringe, or yeah. And but if I kind of listen to my ego, I would never have gone through with starting this like 30-day challenge, and I would never have been able to push myself and my boundaries and allowed myself the space to grow. So yeah, just before, I think I was really coming from my ego of wanting to look cool, wanting to, I really don't know. I really don't know. Because I think even when I was like holding myself back and preventing myself from doing the things I really want to do, I still didn't really look cool. Like, I obviously, or not obvious, but to me, I still felt awkward. I still like stumbled in conversations. It's not like me stopping myself from doing things really made me any cooler. So me doing these things doesn't make me less cool. It just is me being more visible. Like more people are seeing how uncool I am versus people seeing nothing. So I don't know. I guess now that it's Leo season, and I'm actually a Leo sun and a Leo moon, and I have my Lilith in Leo, and they're all in the seventh house. So I also have my Mercury in the seventh house. So I have a seventh house stellium. But I think for the longest time, I have kind of suppressed those like Leo urges of just shining and wanting attention. And I'm not sure, but I always kind of would look at other people who were able to shine and who were able to like talk about themselves or take pictures of themselves or post online. I kind of always like looked at them like, really, like you're doing a lot, why do you have to be so boastful about it? But that was just me internally like being like, I am looking at people doing the things that I want to do, and since I wasn't doing it, it made me kind of judge them. And so really all of that was just a projection of me wanting to be in the spotlight, or me wanting to talk about myself, and me wanting to like take pictures of myself and think that I'm pretty and all these things. But I just held myself back from that because I felt like me doing that would have been like vain, or it would have been like I forgot what the word is, but I didn't want to be seen as like somebody who like only wants to take up, I really don't know what I'm saying, but I just didn't want to be seen as somebody who like only cared about themselves and only talked about themselves and thought that I was so good that I was allowed to do that. And yeah, we are allowed to talk about ourselves. We are allowed to take pictures of ourselves and post them, and take videos of things that we want to talk about and post them. If people don't want to watch it, they won't watch it. And that's okay. Like, I need to get it out of my head that I am being vain or I'm being selfish for trying to show up as myself and like really embrace wanting that or like wanting to be seen. So yeah, I'm just like really going through it with today is Monday, and the North Node or the nodes shifted. So I'm also in Aquarius rising. So now it's in the Leo Aquarius axis. So I'm really feeling a lot of shifts happening like internally. And I'm really excited to see what the next like year and a half kind of what it looks like at the end, because I just feel like life is changing, things are changing, and I'm trying to embrace it instead of resist it or be scared of it. I know that not everything will be easy, or it won't maybe be always a pleasurable experience, but at the end of the day, it's going to take me to a spot where I do feel better about life, or I'm just in a better spot. So, just trying to work my way through these very uncomfortable feelings and get through these 30 days of showing up and proving to myself that I can show up for myself. But it's a lot easier said than done. And sometimes when I think about like things, like I think about the things I'm going to say, in my head I say it perfectly, and then when I come out to say it out loud, it's like it's gibberish. And whenever I would watch people online like post videos or anything, I'd be like, I can do that, like I can do that but better. But I didn't even try. So me sitting behind a screen not trying and thinking in my head that I can do it is a lot different than me sitting here in front of the camera and actually trying to do it. And so I think internally, I feel like I should know everything and I should be really good at it already, but I haven't even practiced it. So I need to let myself have the chance to start these gear shifting, start practicing and just being better at it, because if I like, I haven't really ever recorded myself or talked casually in front of the camera, or I haven't yeah, I just really haven't ever done that. The only time I think I maybe let myself do it was I used to stream on Twitch in 2022, I think. Yeah, 2022. I used to stream on Twitch. I would play Halo and just like talk to people. And when I first started doing it, oh my God, I was really scared. I did not know what to talk about. I would just like meep and speak in accents because I'm so nervous, and just play my game and not really talk. But once I started getting more comfortable, once I started like just being comfortable seeing myself and like practicing it, I definitely did get better, and I was able to make some connections through streaming that I wouldn't say that I still talk to anybody today, but I do like have mutual friends from streaming, and it's nice to see them like how much they've grown since we've really chatted from streaming. And that kind of, now that I'm talking about it, it kind of just reminded me of back when I had Tumblr. Back when Tumblr was popular and like everybody was on it, back in high school, I would have so many different friends from Tumblr that I honestly don't even know how we became friends. Like, did we just message each other or like reblog the same things? I don't know. But I did make a couple friends from Tumblr, and I still have them. Like, I still like follow them. Some of them, like, we reach out to each other every once in a while and just see how we're doing. And that was so fun to just be able to make internet friends. And because on my Tumblr, like, I think I remained pretty anonymous. Like, nobody from high school had my Tumblr, or like, you know, I think on Tumblr you could remain a little bit more anonymous, so it was a little bit easier to like put yourself out there maybe. So I just really would like reblog the things that I really liked and talk about things that I really like with people who share the same interests. And I'm trying to kind of treat the internet like how I used to before when I was really using Tumblr, and be able to make internet friends and be able to make connections with people who you may have never talked with if it weren't for the internet, or if it weren't for me putting myself out there, or like just being online. I think that I kind of forgot the reason that we have social media. Like, before, when social media just started, it was a way to connect with people and to find our communities. And now it just feels like social media is like looking at the things that we want and looking at people that we want to have their lives. And it's like that influencer culture that I think we've all gotten kind of so tied up into it that we forgot that the whole reason social media exists is to make connections. Um, and I'm just trying to go back to that. I'm trying to remember how I felt when I was on like Tumblr and just making friends and being myself. And even if, and honestly, I think my goal would really be to be like one of those niche, I don't want to say influencer, but like, one of those people who you find like on YouTube or on whatever, and you find them when they're so small, and then they kind of like get up to maybe like, I don't know, 20,000, maybe up to like 100,000. And really like they just have their small little community of everybody who is just really supportive and it's like more, it feels more intimate. It feels more like, I don't want to say like relationship, because I know that it can get really parasocial and that can be hard to deal with, I think. But I just really like the vibe of it feeling like our own little secret spot on the internet where, I don't know, just like a safe space for me and my people. That's what I really want to create and I want to be able to find. So, yeah, I yapped for 20 minutes, so that should be good. um, I really am going to try to wake up early tomorrow and film the video early and post it early, because we are going to, oh my God, my mic keeps, because we are going to a concert tomorrow. We're going to go see Akon and Neo. So I'm really excited for the throwbacks and just to have fun. Hopefully it won't be too hot, because today it rained. So I'm really hoping it's not going to be like humid, because if I wear makeup and it's humid, like if it's humid, I might as well just not wear makeup because it's all coming off. Yeah, if you are watching this and you have any tips about how to stop sweating off all your makeup, please let me know, because I really can't go outside without sweating. Like, I go outside and I immediately sweat, and it's always the upper lip and then like over here, and then yeah, it's like literally always my upper lip, and then sometimes on my forehead will be sweating and the sweat will like drip down my eyelids, and then my mascara will get in my eyes and it will burn, and then my eyeliner will come off. So being cute in the summer is just a challenge for me, it feels like. um because I don't think that I'm ugly when I don't have makeup on, but I feel way cuter when I have makeup on, and I like being able to wear my cutesy makeup and wear different colors and things like that. So if anybody can help me out with trying to keep my base on, at least like keep my foundation on, and then also a good eyeliner, an eyeliner that doesn't smear or anything, because my eyes be watering a lot too. And whenever I do like my eyeliner, I like doing the wings, and like this section always comes off because I'm just like my eyes are watering. So if anybody can help me out with that, I would really appreciate it. But yeah, other than that, hopefully I will be able to wake up early tomorrow and post a video early, so that I can kind of get out of this routine of pushing things off till the last minute and saying like, oh, I have time, I'll just do it at night. And try to just like make it a priority to do the hard things first again, instead of waiting and procrastinating, because that just makes them like a million times harder. So hopefully I can do that tomorrow. We will see. But yeah, I really actually enjoyed kind of talking, even though I didn't really want to at first. It feels like once you start, it's definitely way easier to keep going. So maybe like when I record videos, I should just like talk for a little bit, like talk for 10 minutes and then start recording. Maybe that will make them flow a little bit more, because I know a lot of times they can just be like, I'm talking about this, then I'm talking about this, then I'm talking about this. Like I literally talked about the Titanic in this video. I don't really know where that came from, but yeah, I really appreciate you spending time with me today. I will see you in the next one. Bye.